Hi, guys.
Hello.
I'm Aubrey,
I'm Tay.
and this is Bartender Backwash.
Period.
I
made you a mocktail.
Really?
I did.
Mm.
This is called Is Not Enough to Touch Grass, parentheses, I also need to drink it.
I love that.
It is essentially a strawberry limeade matcha cream situation. So it is made with an ounce of strawberry syrup, half ounce of lime juice in the bottom of the glass. And then we did like a half bar spoon of matcha powder with coconut cream and coconut milk mixture. Whipped that to hell. And then we layered it by just adding the crushed ice on top and then pouring the matcha over top of everything. And it's pretty easy to like put together, but it's so delicious. It's very summer. Very summer. And I love matcha.
It's grassy and sweet and citrusy and nice and well balanced and perfect.
Creamy. I love a creamy drink. And a little bit of caffeine too.
Yeah, matcha.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Damn, that's so fire. I love that shit.
Well, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
A little crampy, but that's okay.
It happens.
It
to
happens,
the best of us.
Unfortunately.
What's your gayest thing you did this week?
I said that I was going to think about this, and then I totally forgot. Oh, the gayest thing I did this week, my gay sister-in-law came into town, and we took her around town and showed her Chattanooga a little bit.
Did she like it here?
I think so. I mean, she's like from Franklin, where also my partner's from, but like she moved out of Tennessee in college and then was like, she lives in Florida now, and like she's like, I'm never moving back to Tennessee. But I think she's like, I get it now. It's like kind of charming. But yeah, it was a fun time. I'd never actually met her in person. We've only like texted.
First meeting.
Yeah, I think it was good. It was fun. Good. Went to a brewery down the street, a couple bars, saw your beautiful self, got a drink,
made you some Port Lights,
ate some tachos. Oh my god, I love Port Light so much.
It's a very tasty cocktail.
So good. I'm like, every time I go in, I just have to get that. I never branch out, and every time I have it, I'm like, yeah, obviously.
I mean, it's a good one to like to hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good, solid cocktail. It's never going to disappoint you.
Yeah, it's like whiskey sour with passion fruit, essentially.
Delicious.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yum. What's the gayest thing you did this week?
The gayest thing I did this week, my girlfriend went out of town.
Boo.
Yeah. And I did all of her laundry for her to pack for that trip.
Gay.
Oh,
what a good partner.
Oh, thanks.
Nice.
Thank you. So what are we talking about today? What's our topic?
The theme of the week is weddings.
Bartending
weddings. I think I have one about a server and a wedding. But have you ever worked a wedding?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just recently bartended a bridal shower.
Okay, yeah.
But I've never bartended a strict wedding before.
I started serving banquets like at my grandfather's restaurant, which was like connected to an inn, and they did like wedding season was like so busy, such a hot mess. Not a hot mess like unorganized, but just like so many weddings.
Yes.
There would be like 2 in one day sometimes, or we'd have like a morning one and then a night one. And that's how I started serving, was like bussing banquets and then like serving banquets, and then the rest is history. Back when I was 15. Actually, I think my actual first shift was like bussing Mother's Day brunch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I've bartended one with you. I bartended my best friend's after party with you.
Oh, right. Yeah, the reception. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And then it was fun. And I don't know, bartended lots of after parties, the bar after the wedding.
They're always like pretty fun to work because it's like there's an end time that's like usually earlier than like the bar gets out. And then it's like definitely like a good amount of money usually, as long as you're charging what you should be charging to bartend a wedding. Like you can make good money pretty quickly.
Well, with the after parties, because what we did was an after party,
mhm,
but they rented
mhm.
the space, so it was private.
Yeah, that was.
But I've
nice.
had lots of like after parties with bridal showers and the groomsmen where they all go out after the reception's over, and that can be a shit show.
Totally.
That can be a shit show.
Being the bar that people go to after.
Yeah.
They're already so fucked up, usually. There's at least one person you cannot serve once they get in the bar.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, that person in that tux, they're done.
There's like some guy trying to like fight their best friend over who fucking knows.
Also, do you have a tab yet? Smith. But it's a wedding, so everyone's fucking last name is Smith.
Because they're all goddamn related.
Yeah, literally. So dumb. But, I mean, it is a good, like, kind of... It's nice to get 50 people in the bar at once and, like, make some money, but...
It kind of has the vibe of, like... When you're a kid and you go on a field trip and it's, like, school, but not really...
Mm-hmm.
It's like your job, but like not really.
Yeah, totally. That's so fair. Yeah, I'm off this weekend for no reason except for that I just needed a little time off. I'm like not going anywhere. I'm just at home, but this week kind of feels like that. It's kind of like summer break. I'm like, ooh, I need to work this weekend.
I'm about to have one of those. I'm going.
Excuse me. Yeah, allergies. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm going on vacation in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, Savannah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
So pretty down there.
Sober till Savannah.
Sober till Savannah. Hence the mocktail.
Oh my god, it could be a band name.
It could be a band name. Mm-hmm. It could be a mocktail name.
It could be a mocktail name. Maybe I should steal your cock. Steal your cock.
Steal your cock. It's at home.
I mean, we are gay, so it's plausible, but I don't know if anybody would want to do that.
We were at a rugby game a couple weeks ago, and one of our friends, we were just watching, and she just goes, "Twist his dick." It was not a men's game. It was a women's game. A lot of like trans people there, but and I think it's from something. I don't remember what it is. I think it's from something.
I don't know. It sounds like a line out of an Adam Sandler movie.
No, literally. Or like, who's that other guy from SNL? Andy Samberg. It sounds like one of those. It's probably
dick in a box.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah,
but it was like
twist his dick.
I just like will think about it every now and then and laugh out loud to myself. The old dick twist. She did the motion. It's so dumb.
That's hilarious.
Oh man.
Anyway, we should get into the stories. And I did put side note. Editor, cut this. We're back.
We're back from a secret. Okay. This is a Reddit. Am I the asshole? The title is, Am I the asshole for exposing my friend's reason for a cash bar at her wedding?
What?
Drama.
Why does it like matter so much? I don't know. I just mean like in general. I mean, I'm not married.
Right.
So like,
yeah, people have feelings about that.
Yeah, why do people get their panties in a twist for the cash bar? I mean, you're eating for free. You gotta just pay for the alcohol. Help me pay.
Help me
pay for the alcohol.
This is a little bit of a different situation.
Okay, I mean, I fitted it up on Reddit, I'm sure.
This was 2 years ago. Okay. I, 40s female, have a friend, 40s female, who recently got married. I'm close enough to her to have been in her wedding. When we were planning her wedding with her, she kept mentioning how she was on a budget. Thankfully, she has connections and was able to put together an amazing dream wedding within her budget. With a guest list of about 200 people, with a guest list of about 200 people, they invited 300, but 200 RSVP'd yes. Her venue was a gift from her uncle, who owns a wedding venue in New England, which is huge. That's like really expensive. Her catering was gifted to her from a friend who owns an amazing restaurant. Her flowers were a gift from her aunt, who is a florist. Their rings were heavily discounted from a friend who works for a jewelry company and let her use their discount, so they paid cost. Her DJ and photographer were also gifts, as one of the members of the wedding party has a family event entertainment business. I guess what I'm trying to convey is a lot of her wedding was gifted to her. Her largest expenses with the wedding were her dress and the rings. No shade, the wedding was amazing. She looked stunning and everyone had a fantastic time. At the wedding itself, there was a cash bar. The bride and groom aren't big drinkers, so I can totally get why they didn't want to fund everyone else's buzz on their dime, especially when they were trying so hard to save for their honeymoon. After their wedding, they had saved enough to be able to honeymoon for a month in Italy. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Roughly 2 months after their wedding, she and I got together for dinner. She showed me pictures from their honeymoon, and they were gorgeous. I told her again how happy I was for her, them, and we ordered. About halfway through the dinner, she dropped a bomb on me, and I was absolutely stunned. Actually, I was pissed. She told me that a family member of hers owns a liquor store and gifted all the alcohol for her wedding to them. All she had to do was find someone to be the bartender. She asked one of the event bartenders at her uncle's venue if they wanted to make some extra cash. She offered them $20 an hour plus tips and then told all of her guests that the bar was cash and they used that money towards their honeymoon fund. Her reception lasted roughly 4 hours. I went up to the bar a few times, and because she set the prices as standard, I probably spent about $100 on 4 or 5 drinks plus tips. With the 200 guests, some were drinking more, some were drinking less. If I use my amount to average it out, she made roughly $20,000 on her wedding. That doesn't include the gifts people gave her. I personally gave her a $200 check. I realize these numbers are speculation, but that's all I have to go on since she didn't give me an actual amount. She did say that the bar money covered a lot of the honeymoon. Yeah, fucking a month in Italy for 20 grand.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
I was seeing red. I got up from the table and I told her that since she made so much money off me, she could cover my dinner. Then I texted the bridal party group chat and told them what she told me. The chat blew up. I wasn't the only one who was pissed. This is where I think I might be the asshole. I didn't have to tell everyone else what she said, and I didn't have to walk out of dinner. Asshole or not, I know that I probably can't look past this and will not continue this friendship, but I also don't know if I should try to mitigate the fallout with the rest of the friend group because it wasn't my information to share. So please tell me, am I the asshole? TLDR, friend used a fake cash bar to get friends and family to fund her honeymoon for 1 month in Italy. There's an edit that I can read maybe after.
Initial thoughts?
And you go ahead. What are your initial thoughts?
I think that's absolutely wild.
That's wild.
To do
That's
to your
crazy.
wedding guests. I just feel like, why not disclose it?
Mm-hmm.
You could be like, hey, there's a cash bar, just so you know. The money that we make off the cash bar is going to fund my honeymoon, so don't bring me a gift.
Literally. Or like, yeah, I think that if you said like, this was all donated, you know, this is essentially, this money is going towards our honeymoon, like, call it a honeymoon bar, like, and then people will be happy. I think people would be happy to spend.
Yeah.
Like if that were me, I'd be like, oh, that's such a cute idea. Here's some money, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like tip the bartender and whatever. But yeah, the fact, it just feels really shady that she didn't say anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, I get that if she hadn't done that and just had a regular cash bar, that they were going to spend that money anyways.
Right.
But also, like, that's so scummy.
Yeah,
It's
I agree.
Scammy and rude, and you let all these people spend so much money on you, and then you
like,
scam them?
The fact that like weddings are fucking expensive. Like the people who gifted her stuff for her wedding were not only like, you know, losing money on this sale, but I'm sure they were paying their staff and like it, you know, that's like a venue and food and alcohol and the catering, like, you know, that's
I
all
want to know if
like
the uncle was in on it. Was the venue guy, was the uncle that owned the venue in on it?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Because, like, wow. How did you get the bartender to keep that secret?
Maybe the bartender didn't know.
Maybe that's fair.
Also, $20 an hour is not what I charge to bartend a wedding.
Oh, yeah.
No. Plus even. Mm-mm.
Besides the point, but yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think, asshole?
Yeah. Is the person writing the story the asshole?
Oh, yeah. Is the person writing the story the asshole for exposing it? I guess that's another layer.
I feel like, I don't know. No, you're not the asshole for telling everybody, but also, like, what? Are you gonna class action lawsuit your friend? Like,
No,
what's going on?
I mean, yeah, I probably, honestly, this is like, there's so many instances in life where I'm like, you should expose them. And so this is like what I want to happen in these situations.
It's very cathartic.
Yes. But like if I were in that situation, I don't know if I would do the same thing, actually. Maybe to like,
I would be telling
close
people.
friends. I think to close friends I would. Which is, I guess, what she did. She didn't like blast her on the internet. And like this Reddit is anonymous. So.
But my besties and my girlfriend would be hearing about it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I probably also would not be friends with that person. I would be doing the same thing. I'd say not the asshole.
I say not the asshole. I feel like that was shitty and shady, and people that spend money there probably would want to know. But also, like, is she gonna give those people their money back? She can't. She spent it.
Never. No.
So like,
she'll give a fuck.
What in the hell?
I'm curious, like how she told this friend when she's like, and you'll never guess, like they actually paid for it. Like, was she like,
dude, I would be taking that shit to the grave.
Literally, like, does she see the problem with it? And she's like, LOL, like, but you'll understand. Or does she not see the problem with it?
She had to have known that she was being shitty and shady, or else she would have just told everybody. Mm-hmm. Because, I don't know, if I was going to do that, I would be like, hey guys, just so you know, there's a cash bar, but it's all going to the honeymoon fund. Do with that information what you will.
Yeah.
Drink, don't drink, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't hide it from everybody and lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, like you said, take it to the grave. I would do the same thing.
I mean,
take it to the grave.
If you were shitty enough of a person, if I were shitty enough of a person to do that, then I would probably also not be telling anybody. Mm-hmm. But also you have to be a fucking dumbass
literally
to think that nobody was gonna find out.
Literally. Yeah. That's wild.
This story is from r/wedding shaming.
I didn't even realize that existed. That's good.
I didn't either. And the title is An Absolute Disaster of a Groom, a story from my bar. There is a part 2. It's pretty long. And this says, so this is a story from a couple of years ago. Still one of my favorite stories from working in my bar. To set the scene, the bar is quite small. At absolute maximum capacity, it seats around 45 people, which means around 65 people would fit comfortably in there. Therefore, when working, we work alone. It was a Saturday night and the whole place was booked for a wedding. This was more than unusual. We had people who were getting married the next day come and celebrate before, but this couple actually had the wedding celebration with us, food and everything, the only time. We're a bar, a small, kind of alternative one at that. We're not in Ireland, but imagine an Irish bar and you kind of get the vibe. Not the venue you would imagine for a wedding. I might have understood if they were regulars or had some other connection to us, but no, never did I see them before, never saw them again.
Okay.
I came early to my shift to talk to them, like an hour early, in full anticipation of this being a hard shift. My boss was there as well to work the shift with me. It started off with my boss congratulating the young couple and saying something to the effect of, "What a beautiful bride she was." The groom looked at her and said, parentheses, direct quote, "Yeah, there are worse."
Oh my God.
Leave that man. Leave that man now.
Red flag.
I get this was supposed to be funny. Not my humor, by the look on her face, not the bride's humor either.
Woof.
He started drinking at the bar, which left her greeting all of the guests by herself. She came over and asked her new husband to come greet guests with her. He ignored her and ordered more shots. His boys had arrived, drinking with him at the bar. When his family arrived, she was pissed and more or less ordered him to come at least greet his grandmother. The boys all started to laugh and mock him for being under her thumb. And he got really annoyed, snapped at the bride for already ruining the evening, and finally went to greet guests. I think this takes place in Europe also.
Okay.
There was no planning or communication with us beforehand. They had given us 150 euros to buy food, so we brought bread, cheese, a couple of grapes, tomatoes, hummus, and a bit of ham and whatnot. What would you expect for 150 euros?
I mean, and that's like less than dollars, right? The US dollar? Is euros more?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know anything.
I don't either. I don't know anything about conversions.
I mean, even $150, like, yeah, what are you going to get? Like,
I think that the difference is pretty small.
it's like pretty small.
Yeah. What would you expect for 150 euros when you have to feed 50 people? The groom came over completely enraged, asking us where his money had gone, accusing us of stealing from him. This was not food. This was only a spread. Where was his money? Gosh, I swear I'm not making this up, is what they said. The only food they brought was this absolutely disgusting thing that they like to eat in this part of the country. It's a met hedgehog? Met being raw meat.
An actual hedgehog?
I don't know. I don't know what this is.
I mean, like, I eat tartare, so I guess, like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
I guess, but if it's a hedgehog, then yeah, it sounds gnarly.
It says, I don't know how to add a picture, but please Google Metigo.
Okay, we'll have to Google that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll insert a picture here.
That was the only food they brought, and it stood in that small bar for hours on end. Ooh, raw meat.
Oh my god.
By the end, it had this weird grayish color and shine to it. Yeah, that means it's spoiled.
Yeah, ew.
That means don't eat that. We don't have internet and play from records. They didn't know this. Apparently, on top of working, I was to play DJ. That's not even a possibility. I could go on, but let's get to the end. This couple was covering one drink for every guest, it being a small party, and us having reasonable prices. The bill was around $240. I was happy for them. That's not too much, right? Wrong. He was absolutely enraged, demanded to see the bill, saw that there were 5 wines on there, which were kind of pricey, demanded to know who ordered them, and I pointed at a table with some young women who were all still there. The bride was sat with them. Oh no, he did not invite those girls. They were not his friends, and he went to tell them he was not covering their bill. The bride quickly came back to the counter with him, and I heard them argue that they were her girlfriends, and she had, of course, invited them. He knew that. After all, his boys were there as well.
Mm-hmm.
He says he would have never agreed if he knew how expensive that would have been. He paid the bill, and surprise, I got a €5 tip. This is not the United States. I get paid regardless, but this is still completely horrible. She said, you have to give her more. He said, that was €5. Are you crazy? And he went back to his friends, and she, very secretively, gave me €10 and whispered not to tell her husband. Hello, 1950s.
Literally.
There's so much more, but this post is already way too long. Spoiler, the night ended with him screaming and her crying. Let me know if anybody actually read the whole thing. Oh, and no, she wasn't pregnant. From what I could tell, this was not a shotgun kind of thing.
Yuck. Oh, God, I hate men so much.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I would, like, I just feel bad for women who get in this situation because it's like, obviously, this is not the first time he's ever been horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, here you are marrying him. And, like, I don't mean to victim blame, but, like, what the fuck, girl? What the fuck?
Get out of there, girlie.
Yeah. Damn.
No victim blaming. I understand it's not always easy
Mm-hmm.
to leave, but also solicit some help.
Yeah.
From your friends.
Or, like, your girlfriends are sitting there. What are they? Like, if I had a friend who was getting married to a man like that, I'd be like, listen.
Yeah.
We can hide you. we can fix this.
We can hide you.
We can.
Something needs. Yeah. Something needs to happen.
Woof. Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
I often see, like, there was a couple arguing in the bar this last weekend, and I had to be like, y'all need to fucking leave. Like, get out of here. Yeah. And it's just like.
I have a weird bar story.
Yeah, bring it.
There's this one time this girl came in totally drunk.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to call an Uber. She wanted a drink. And I was like, girl, I'm not giving you a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sorry, but you're not going to get that from me. And then she just started sobbing.
Right.
And I was like, what's going on? And she was crying about her boyfriend and her parents and that she just wanted to go home. And I was like, well, I can get you an Uber. And she was like, no, I live like in southern Georgia. And I was like, damn.
How'd you get here?
So this man, probably mid-50s, maybe a little older, walks in. They're traveling together in a van.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
And yeah. And she's like, dude, I just need a break from you. Like, I want to go home. I don't want to keep, like driving around in the van. And he is like berating her, telling her that she's acting crazy and that, she needs to come with him and that she's being ridiculous. And I was like, do you know this guy? Mm-hmm. And he was like, I'm a family friend. I was like, I didn't ask you.
Yeah, literally, fuck off.
And she was like, yeah, he's a family friend, we're going on this trip. And I was like, do you need me to call someone?
Literally.
I will call and then her phone died. And I was like, you could use my phone. You could call whoever you want to. I can get you an Uber somewhere that's like not
with this man.
Yeah. But she insisted on going with him and they left together.
Well,
I could not stop her from leaving with this guy.
I mean, yeah, that's all you can do is,
but it was so scary.
Dude, that's like trafficking shit. I mean, like, I'm not saying that she was trafficked, but it's like...
Well, she was like on the phone with her boyfriend at one point before her phone died. And they were like arguing with each other. And it was just like so wild.
Ugh, yuck.
Dude, I forgot about that until a couple of days ago. I remembered that story and that, I don't know. Something that we were saying triggered this memory.
Ugh, yuck. Man, dude. Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that groom. I feel like you always hear about, like, Bridezilla, quote unquote, but it's, like, probably, I'm sure it's, like, over, like, it's kind of the same vibe as, like, frivolous spending is only ever referred to,
when it's a woman doing it?
When it's a woman doing it, and it's like, things that like women spend money on, like a pedicure or a facial or shopping. But they don't call like frivolous spending for men, like going on golf trips or like, fucking. It's kind of, so it's the same thing where it's like, okay, Bridezilla, but like, what about this fucking guy? Like, what do we call him?
An abusive asshole?
Yeah, pardon me. Abusive asshole.
An abusive asshole?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay, so there's an update and a part 2.
Okay.
And a side note, so. Update. So apparently I'm not allowed to follow up the post, and then that's it. So they put the part 2 in here, so it's going to get kind of long.
Gotcha.
And then a side note, the fact that so many people actually Googled medical is quickly becoming the most polarizing part of the story.
Oh my God. I don't even, yeah.
I just want to know what it is. We'll Google it after part 2.
This. Okay.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Part 2. I briefly mentioned the organizational disaster that was the music. We don't have internet and therefore play records. Our selection is a mix of old records we were gifted, stuff the staff brought to listen to, and the odd record we actually bought just for the bar. Which sounds pretty tight.
Yeah, sounds
That
like
sounds
no hard
very
feelings.
cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Shout out, no hard feelings.
Shut up.
It is not unusual for regulars to bring their own records to listen to. The bride and the groom didn't know that. They had no affiliation to the bar, and whoever recommended us to them did a poor job of explaining how we worked. Anywho, we played our music. There was nothing they or us could do. It was what it was. Until they decided that a first dance was in order. Well, they actually did not decide this. It was one of the groom's friends who thought this was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't even try.
Nightmare. Yeah. Also, yeah, like, where did you find this bar? Like, what? Like,
How did you?
I just feel bad for her. I bet she wanted a really nice wedding. And
I bet he was just like, the only way I'm doing it
is if we could go have a drink with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stupid.
He jumped in the middle of the room and declared, "First dance!" Like he was shouting it from a rooftop.
Oh my God.
At the same time, frantically gesturing to me that I stop the music. I did.
Just off.
Pause.
Yeah.
It's like
a record scratch.
they're literally playing records.
No, literally.
So it's like,
Yep.
oh my God. The room was completely silent. Everybody had stopped talking and looked for the guy from the guy to the newlyweds, who were taken completely by surprise. Again, this was not planned. I briefly mentioned our dimensions. It's not a big bar. It is not a dancing bar. And more importantly, it's a bar with desks and seats, meaning there is literally no room to dance around. Desks. I wonder, does that mean like...
It's like a booth.
I would assume.
Yeah, maybe like a booth.
Like a blessed situation?
Yeah, maybe. A desk.
A desk.
Europeans weigh in.
Yeah, Europeans.
Or is it like an actual desk?
That would be crazy.
That'd be interesting.
It would be crazy if there were just desks in a bar, like school desks.
Like a school desk, yeah. That sounds like a fever dream.
Oh my God. Desks and seats, meaning there's literally no room to dance around. The room was silent and everybody was looking like they were expecting planned solutions to all of these problems. His solutions was to get another guy, ask the family, they were seated in the middle, to move. So he got another guy and his family who were seated in the middle of the bar to move.
Okay.
And then he moved one table and those seats to the outer edge. All right, now you have cleared the space of one table and 8 seats, plus 2 grandmas and 1 grandfather without a place to sit.
Damn.
But honestly, who cares, right? Still no music and still so silent, so he whips out his phone. You can't fault him for lack of enthusiasm. And puts on a waltz. So many of you guessed the country of origin in the last post, and yes, this happened in Germany. And in German, the word for first dance is wedding waltz. And I guess this is information he went by. To make things worse, we had to listen to one ad before an actual Australian waltz was played.
Of course, he's so cheap he doesn't have the ad-free version of fucking Spotify.
Dude, I also said Australian, and it says Austrian.
That's fine.
Oh. Anyways, and an actual Austrian waltz was played. The bride and groom now awkwardly started to dance to the super traditional waltz, shrilly blasted from a phone. Obviously, without having practiced once and in complete restriction of his very small space, they had cleared by moving one table. Maybe halfway through, the groom decided he had enough, abandoned his bride, declared she was up for grabs to dance with anybody else, and came to the counter and ordered another shot.
Oh my God.
How many shots deep is this guy?
Yeah, great question. I would say at least 10. At least.
I hate this man.
I hate this man too.
Man. declared she was up for grabs. What the hell?
Woof. I hope they're divorced.
Mm-hmm. I hope that it was never actually
I hope they annulled immediately.
legally signed on.
Yeah.
Anyways, one of her girlfriends came to the rescue, but I felt so bad for her. They finished the dance. End of the dance. The end of the dance was not the end of the awkwardness. Since then, we were back to silence. I waited a couple seconds, realized nobody was going to talk. The bride just stood there, the groom grinning to mask how uncomfortable he was, so I just jumped to put the music back on. The tables were put back, and everybody, including the bride and groom, looked like they were trying to ignore what had just happened. The evening continued, and after a couple of hours, the room had cleared a bit. So the guests and all of the older relatives had gone home. We hardly ever have the room completely booked. I had written a note and put it on the door, but throughout the evening, there were a couple of other guests who hadn't read my note and entered. All of them were super understanding when I told them there was a wedding and there were no problems. At around midnight, a couple of people entered, one of which was a friend of mine. The others were acquaintances. Since the room had significantly cleared, I decided to ask the couple if it was fine if my friends had a drink at the bar. Both of them were completely fine with this. Yes, even the groom. Whoa. He said that they had to pay for their own drinks, which they would, of course, do, so they came in. It was December, and they had just come for the Christmas drinks. It's important for this story to note that all of my friends work at the university for the Department of Statistics. The professor was with them. Since they came from their Christmas drinks, all of them were in a really good mood and decided to mingle. After a while, they all rejoined at the counter to order another drink. The chosen topic of conversation, the groom, and how horrible he was.
Of course.
Naturally.
Of course, yeah.
Me being the senior on this topic shared a bit of the previous evening. The professor was intrigued. One could say his professional curiosity was awoken. Also, he was horrible the entire evening. I wonder if this is a statistical outlier in his behavior or the norm. What a nerd. So many people here, one could ask. Of course, most if not all of them are good friends, but who better to actually be able to judge if he was always this horrible? And before I could muster up the courage to discourage a very determined professor of mine from his quest to raise a study of questionable scientific significance, he was already off talking to the guests yet again.
Oh, so he's like gathering data.
Yeah, this man is causing mischief.
That's so funny. Okay.
I got a couple of glances from his conversations. Oh, you've known the groom since you were kids? It must be so nice to see him on his happiest day, and so on and so forth.
LOL.
And after half an hour, he was back. Surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, the majority of the present company did not like the groom.
T.
One of the questions was if they were well suited for one another, and the majority seemed to think that she could have done better. The brother of the bride went so far as to say he was an ass and didn't understand his sister. Of course, I didn't like him, but it was surprising to me to hear that his guests didn't either. Overwhelming positive support came from his boys. Great guy, the best. The end of the night, I told you about the paying bit and the part with the tip. It was after 4 a.m., well after our closing time, but I didn't want to kick them out on their wedding, despite my feelings about the groom. I thought she was sweet. I wanted her to enjoy her night. Because it looked like the rest of their life would be miserable, it was 4 a.m., the bill was paid, most of the guests had left. Him and his boys, her and her girlfriends, only they were left. This is when the guys started to sing and dance. This loud, obnoxious behavior douchebag guys have when they've had too much to drink. After an entire shift, I have zero tolerance for this. Plus, we're trying to entertain a good relationship with our neighbors, so very firmly I told the guys to be quieter and asked them to finish up the night. Finishing up the night? Oh no, that's not going to happen. After party in somebody's basement. Honestly, I don't care. I wish them good luck. Yeah,
that's fine.
Point. Happy partying and bid them goodbye. The girls followed The girls soon follow suit. She's super sweet. I wish her the best. I'm happy to be closing the door behind them and face the chaos inside. My boss had gone home as soon as it began to significantly quiet down. I start the clearing process when I hear a knock on the door. You've got to be kidding me. But it was her with one girl, so apologetic, and asked me if I had seen her purse. I had not, but I let them in to look for themselves. After a couple of minutes and no luck, another knock on the door, and somewhat louder than before. It was him and another friend. This is the conversation that transpired. Where the fuck are you? We're waiting for you. It's your fucking wedding as well. I've been calling like crazy. Why didn't you pick up? Oh boy, somebody had more to drink. She explained that she had lost her purse and had been looking for it. She asked for his phone to call hers, and that's when he shouted, "Are you stupid? I've been calling you for half an hour. Your cell phone was here. You should have heard it." That was when she started crying. He turned around and left, leaving me with a crying bride and her friend. I have to say, I don't know what to do. I didn't know her, didn't know him, didn't know anything about saying the right thing in situations like these, or let's be honest, any uncomfortable situation, and let my bartender instincts take over. Whiskey time. Yep. Absolutely. Didn't know if it helped at all. After all, she was still married, but it killed some time.
There we go.
Hold on. Enough time for one of her other friends to find her way back, clutching in her left hand the lost purse. I'm so sorry for everyone who had hoped for an epic ending where the bride somehow gains the upper hand or some sort of satisfaction. This is all I have to offer you. I've never seen them again. My last memory is a teary bride, happy to have found her purse, which was indeed quite pretty. Led me to believe more thought was put into the choice of accessory rather than the choice of partner.
Period.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Disgusting.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Okay, well, what do we think of the story? It was so long. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's okay. I wasn't sighing because it was long. I was sighing because
he sucks ass.
He sucks ass. Oh, he sucks ass. He sucks so much ass. Ugh. I hate, and I see this so much working in the bar when I see like a beautiful, stunning, perfect woman with even just like an average man or like a shitty man, or like it's just like what a fucking like.
I feel like we were kind of talking about this not too long ago.
You and I'm sure. I feel like I bring it up all the time. Because like, and it's not just because I'm gay. It's just because like I love women and I think women are perfect and amazing. Mm-hmm. And I think that men, like the standard for men is on the fucking floor. And I like the men in my life who are like close to me are like exceptional men.
I agree.
I have a very high standard.
I agree.
And if you are not an exceptional man, I just like don't have any, like, why? What would you bring to my life?
Dude, the way I would have pissed these people off so fast.
Oh my God. I know. I mean, maybe not because I'm working, but like also, holy shit. Yeah.
I mean, I'm cutting you off on your wedding day.
Oh, 100% you're getting cut off.
I'm cutting you off.
Yes.
This guy, at least.
And his boys.
I feel like most people would have more fucking sense about themselves, but I guess that can't be said for everyone.
I have like told women, I had this couple come in and they were like kind of regulars, but he totally was like, I'll save you the details, but he was so disrespectful to me. And he walked out and she was apologizing for him.
I think I know who this is.
Yeah. And she literally said like, I'm like, why are you with him? Mm-hmm. Like, I was like really blunt about it because like, I feel like we had the rapport, you know, it felt like it would be okay for me to say this, you know?
Yeah, that's not something that you can just say to people that you don't know.
Exactly. And she said something like, I know that I can change him. And I'm like, okay, but you haven't. So what are you doing?
No, you can't.
You can't. And it's not because of you. It's because of him.
It is his fault that he's a piece of shit. And the only thing that's changing him is probably SSRIs and therapy.
And he's never been in the bar since because I think she's embarrassed to bring him in. He's probably butthurt that like he was disrespectful when I told him to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just be shitty and then stay here. You can't be shitty and then keep drinking. Like that's not how it works. And he had like this much beer left and I threw it away and he got really pissed about that. I'm like, well, I asked you to leave and this is like all backwash now, so there's nothing left anyway. Yeah. I just yeah, I cannot deal.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that entirely. Okie dokie. This is my last story, my second and last story. This is the name on the asshole. The title is, I'm in the asshole for kicking a server out at my wedding. Ooh. Okay. I, 25 female, and my husband, 30 male, and I got married last Friday. We planned our dream wedding down to our dream catering company. The wedding was beautiful. After the pictures, we headed to our cocktail hour, and that's when I saw her. My guests were all told to wear dark colors, so my husband and I stood out. I also asked my guests to wear minimal makeup. I had assumed that applied to the staff, too.
Oh my God.
The server, 19-ish female, had on clearly too much eyeliner. She also had diamond studs in her ears, a flashy ring, and one of those ugly nose studs. The staff's uniform was a black long-sleeve shirt, but on her it was too low cut and her pants were far too tight. It was super distracting. She was walking around serving drinks and talking to my guests. I asked another member of the staff to speak to their boss. When their boss came out, I pointed out the server and asked that she could be dealt with because she was super distracting. Their boss apologized and called the server back into the kitchen. Not even an hour later, the server is back out serving food for dinner. I called the boss over again and asked if the server could work in the back or go home. Her boss said they were short-staffed tonight, so she would see what could be done. After a couple hours of not seeing her, I saw the server again behind the bar. I called the boss out one last time and told her if the server didn't leave, I would be calling the cops. The boss finally relented and told the girl to go home. My husband and mother-in-law said I was acting crazy and then I probably got a poor college kid fired over nothing. My mother and mother-in-law said it's my wedding. Oh no, mother and maid of honor said it's my wedding, so I can do as I please. It's my wedding and I don't want someone overshining me, and the server should know she's at work and not dress up so much. I do feel kind of bad because she was pretty young. Am I the ass?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
You are the ass.
You are the ass. Like, she's in uniform and she's wearing eyeliner and, like, earrings. And if you think that's outshining you on her wedding day, like, that's crazy.
Maybe you need to step up your game, brother.
Either you need to step up your game or, like, why are you feeling so insecure? You're basically like, hey, everyone, it's my wedding, so wear a fucking paper bag because I'm the only person who can show their face.
That's insane. That's
crazy.
Insane. Unless that server literally fucking showed up in a wedding gown.
Literally.
And was like whispering sweet nothings into your groom's ear. Leave her alone.
Like, okay.
Or unless she was like real shitty at her job.
Right.
Spilling shit everywhere.
Yeah,
like
actually causing a scene.
Yeah.
But like, no, she's just doing her job. And also you're saying the shirt is low cut and the pants are too tight. Like, she probably was just like a curvy person. You know, like the fat phobia of it all, I'm sure. I'm just filling in the blanks here. Like, I don't know if that's what's possible.
This bride is not a girl's girl.
She's not a girl's girl.
I would not want to be her friend.
No. Mm-mm.
And yeah, you are... She's an asshole.
I mean, I get like having uniform, having a theme, having it whatever, but like she was in uniform.
She was in her work uniform.
She was working.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, also like you let it ruin your day.
Yeah.
You let a server you have from your dream catering company at your dream wedding ruin your day. That's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That's crazy.
I just like could not be concerned with bullshit like that.
Literally, I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, why the bride feels so threatened.
I'm sure she's just really insecure, which is like sad, but also like not the server's problem.
Yeah. Also, like, I bet her manager was so confused.
Literally.
Did you tell the manager why you wanted her to leave? Because, like...
Distracting. She's distracting.
Distracting how?
I'm sure if I were the manager, I would be like, I'm bringing you back here because they want me to, and I'm pretending to talk to you. Like, she's being crazy, just like, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and do your job.
I bet that he or she or whoever the manager was, is like, did something happen? Mm-hmm. I bet the server was like, I don't know what in the hell is going on. Because what do you mean?
Also, if I were the manager and the bride was telling me that, I would be like, respectfully, no. Do you want servers at your wedding? Okay. We're not doing this. Like, I'll pack all this shit up right fucking now, bitch.
Oh.
Yeah. I just
that would have me so heated.
No, literally. And it's just like any kind of entitled behavior I really fucking hate. And it's like this, okay, so it's like kind of ironic that I was just talking about Bridezillas, but like, I feel like this is appropriate. This is like an actual Bridezilla. Like, where it's like, okay. And I think it's sad because it sounds like it does stem from like a lot of insecurity. Because if you're not insecure, then you're like, fuck it, come to my wedding. Like, let's have fun. You know, this is like our opportunity to celebrate our love, not like the opportunity for me to finally be the center of attention, you know, or to finally be noticed. And like, it has to go this very specific way or else it's like not going to be perfect and worth it. Like, yeah.
I just feel like Bridezilla maybe is like, yes, that's what's happening, but to your other earlier conversation, people like this are like this all the time.
Yes, true.
People like this are always like that. She's always been like that. Yeah. She will always be like that unless she does a lot of work to consciously not be like that every day.
And she's like, my mom and my maid of honor said I was fine. I'm like, yeah, well, you probably surround yourself with people who will agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, like, but also like, yeah, I'm sure they did not want to piss you off on your wedding day.
Yeah, totally. And they probably just wanted you to shut up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's like go do something else now.
Right.
Let's like focus on, you know, the wedding.
I'm hungry. Let's get this show on the road.
I've eaten all day and I've had to listen to you all day about shit. Yeah. Oh my God. Also to tell your guests to wear minimal makeup.
That she said that?
Yeah, she said, I told the guests to wear minimum makeup.
No.
Yeah. And she's like, I assumed that applied to the staff too. Like, okay, so well, did you tell the staff?
Did the staff get the dress code? Did they get an RSVP? Did they get a fucking what is the thing that they? It's like the online invitation thing.
Oh, fucking
party
Evite. An Evite.
Did they get an Evite with the dress code on it?
Dude, literally. Yeah, that's crazy. I think she's the asshole for sure.
Yeah, she's definitely the asshole. Ooh.
Last story.
And
then I'm gonna butt chug an energy drink. So
yeah, I'm gonna eat the rest of my bagel.
Yum! Oh, I have chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Dude, the Kirkland lightly breaded chicken nuggets are fucking everything. They're so good. I've
never had.
Are you on the Costco grind?
You know, I don't have a membership, but I do be bumming people's memberships.
Okay, word. I was going to say, I have the hookup if you ever need to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
When's your next trip planned for?
Well, I just did one, so I go every like 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
I'll let you know next time I go.
Period.
I got a bulk New York strip that I broke down.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The butcher.
Mm-hmm. The butcher. I need one of those like the butcher. Period. Accurate. I need one of those like tenderizer things for steak that's like the little needles that you like push.
Oh, I thought you meant like the hammer with spikes.
No. No, I think I need like the one that, because it's a little.
What is that? I've never seen that.
We had it at a restaurant I worked at, but then he would like punch the steaks, and then they stopped doing it, and I noticed a big difference.
Really?
So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to find one.
I
probably have it at the restaurant supply store.
I love that like tenderizing it is like literally just beating shit.
Yeah, literally. Someone needs to tenderize me. My muscles are so tight.
Same. I was gonna go get a massage.
A massage?
Yeah. today or tomorrow, but I have a gift certificate, so I can't book online. I gotta call because they make you pay. Online, and I'm trying to get it for free.
Period. Yeah, period.
Oh, okay. Next story. Okay. This is labeled Wedding Drama Llama.
Llama?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just what it says.
That's like a chuggy white lady thing, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my God. Was it Twames? Do you remember Twames?
No.
YouTube and Vine.
Okay.
Did the Mama Llama Drama Llama big fat?
Oh yeah. Okay, probably. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, the little song. I don't remember how it goes. Obviously. Anyways, this says I was a bartender at a friend's wedding. I was a bartender at a friend's wedding with another friend of ours, and we were supposed to wait until after the ceremony is over to serve drinks. But people, of course, saw the bar and started coming up and asking for things. And despite the fact that I told them that we were supposed to wait, they insisted, including the groom's father. The lovely wedding was... Hold on. Some fucking typos. The wedding was lovely and a lot of fun until about 11 p.m. when all of a sudden I hear a man scream like a lady, "You fucking bitch!"
Oh my God.
It's downhill from here.
Oh my God.
It's a little bit comical, but also kind of sad.
Right, okay.
Turns out the father of the groom has a wee bit of a drug and alcohol problem and got too drunk and started screaming at his wife like a schoolgirl on steroids over something, parentheses. And by the way, she was the one who had all the money. He just had a hobby violin shop, but she was the one who was fairly wealthy and no doubt paid for the wedding. Nevertheless, the father of the groom screaming at the mother of the groom at the top of his lungs like the biggest man bitch I've ever heard.
I need to use that.
And then all of a sudden, I hear a regular man's angry guy voice saying, "Shut up, fuck you, just shut the fuck up." And I look over to see what? Yep, the groom punching the fuck out of his dad.
Holy shit!
Laid him flat out on the ground.
Oh my God.
It was a great wedding until, of course, at that point you have to laugh because it's so goddamn insane. And of course, the most exciting wedding I've ever been to, apparently. Then a few weeks later, when I got the check from the father for bartending, he wrote me this crazy, sprawling letter telling me about how irresponsible and unprofessional I was to serve drinks before the wedding, that I ruined the wedding, etc., etc. And all I could think of was, man, why did you invite that psycho alcoholic asshole to the wedding to begin with? I guess you really got to be careful when you're the father of the groom who you invite to the wedding. For example, your drunk ass self.
Oh my God. Bro. Okay, well that sucks that so did they end up serving before?
Yeah, so everybody pushed them to serve
before the wedding.
Started, even though they were not supposed to. And then the father of the groom came up, who was,
Right. Okay, yeah. I mean, if the father of the fucking groom is come on, it's fine. You can just serve me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I would do in that situation either.
Yeah.
I remember, you have a friend who does, coordinating, and she told me a story about kind of a similar situation where it was they weren't serving alcohol because of one of the fathers was an alcoholic, and she fucking, I love her.
But he had been drinking the whole time anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he like tried to leave to go get more alcohol right before the first dance, and our friend, the coordinator, was like basically like, you listen here, you get through this first dance, and I don't give a fuck what you do. She was like, you can go drink yourself to death, for all I care.
Yeah,
but it's my job to make sure that you do this.
You're gonna stay here, not to death, but you're gonna stay here. You're gonna do the daddy-daughter dance, and then you can go do whatever it is the fucking
and she literally was like, they don't have alcohol at the wedding because of you.
Yeah, she told him.
Yeah. And she's just my hero. I fucking love that shit. So, yeah, there should have been a strong wedding coordinator there.
Yeah, because
hey, fucker, sit down.
It didn't seem like it, the way that OP told the story, they didn't say if they were male or female, but in the way that OP told the story, it didn't seem like they knew that the father of the groom had these like drug and alcohol problems. So
like it wasn't clear. Yeah. Like they were just told not to do it. But not if I were the person who was like, hey, we're not doing this because of this fucking alcoholic, I would tell them and be like, if they say no, tell them to come fucking talk to me about it. You know? But yeah, it sounds like they were not well equipped with all the information.
Yeah, I definitely would have been like, I guess go talk to your son.
Yeah, literally.
And then come back and let me know what he says.
Also, like, ruining the wedding is, like, that's so totally
insane.
Put it on the fucking bartender when it's the alcoholic who got crazy and then the son who knocked him the fuck out.
Well, the father of the groom, the one that got crazy, was the one that said that. The drunk guy was blaming the bartender for serving
him. Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Okay, that's peak alcoholic behavior. You made me do this.
You made me do this. Yeah, by you doing something that I practically
made you do.
Begged you to do.
Yeah.
You ruined things. You fucking bitch. I love they called him a man bitch.
A man bitch. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this makes me not ever want to work a wedding ever again.
Yeah, I had to end it on a higher note. So
that was
on
good.
A funnier note since my first one was kind of fucking heavy.
The first one was a little heavy, but I think it's also, I think we need to call more men out for their shitty behavior.
I must agree.
Before it gets to the wedding.
Yeah.
You know?
Men should be doing that to their friends. Men, if you're not calling out your shitty friends for their shitty behavior, you should start. It'd make a big difference.
Yeah, it really would. It really, really would.
Well,
that was a great episode.
Wonderful episode.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say after that.
All right, guys, it's the last call. Time for us to get out of here. Time for us to not go home, but not stay here.
We're staying here.
We are staying here
for a second. Follow us on social media at Bartender Backwash and all the things. Releasing episodes weekly.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.